With February quickly heading off into the horizon, it's time to turn our attention to March. Of course, there will be dozens of games released in March, especially in the eShop department, but we've decided to cherry pick the 5 that we here at Switchwatch are most interested in. And as always, bear in mind, this list is in order of release dates, not preference. Scribblenauts Showdown. Many people had assumed that Scribblenauts series was dead and buried. Almost 5 years without a new release, it appeared that Warner Bros. Had decided that this once unbelievable series' candle had burned too bright and faded away. That was until the surprise announcement of Scribblenauts Showdown. The series was well known for its ability to create anything you wanted. You write dinosaur, a dinosaur appears. You write glove, a glove appears. It was ingenious, if a rather clumsy. This release sees a different take on the concept though. Instead of completing levels, you now compete in minigames. While that may disappoint some fans, this change of direction was badly needed, and we will withhold our judgment until we get our review copy, of which we are very excited about. Scribblenauts Showdown is due for release on the 6th of March in North America and the 9th of March in Europe. Fear Effect Sedna. Yes, Fear Effect is back after a 17-year hiatus, and I for one could not be any more excited. The original 2 games released on the PlayStation, they were pretty big deals at the time. The incredibly stylish futuristic Blade Runner-esque cityscape with the highly cinematic story made everybody talk about it. I was only 10 at the time of the original release, and even I vividly remember watching the gameplay and being mesmerized. Of course, it didn't become quite as legendary as other games of its time, thanks to somewhat awkward gameplay, but it always stayed in the memory. The 3rd game in the series is here thanks to the Square Enix Collective, where developers pitched ideas to make games based around dormant franchises that the huge publisher has down the back of the sofa. Forever Entertainment and Sushi came up with the winning idea, it seems, with Fear Effect Sedna, which is a rather different take on the franchise, this time being an isometric action game. It could be interesting, and we are raring to give it a shot. Fear Effect Sedna is due for release on the 6th of March. The second big Nintendo published title of the year, Kirby Star Allies, is Nintendo's lovable pink destroyer of worlds' first HD adventure, at least in his traditional platforming style. After mixed reaction to his Wii U effort, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, this little guy has a lot to prove on Nintendo's new home console. This looks set to follow in the footsteps of both entries on the 3DS, but also the Wii's return to Dreamland with a large focus on multiplayer action. With new abilities as well as being able to combine them, this definitely looks like a must-have for the Nintendo Switch. I for one cannot wait to inhale some poor old inhabitants of Dreamland once again. We're definitely raring to review this one for you guys, and it's arguably the most important release of the year so far. Kirby Star Allies is due for release on the 16th of March. Attack on Titan 2. Attack on Titan is probably one of the more modern manga and anime series that have really had a whirlwind success and is considered a top tier franchise. The giant slaying antics are ripe for exploitation in video games, and so it's no wonder we're excited to play Attack on Titan 2 on the Nintendo Switch. We've already had our hands on with it, which seems positive, and it won't be too long until we have a review copy in our hands. Developed by the relentless Omega Force and published by Koei Tecmo, this cel-shaded romp continues from where the original game left off and recounts the manga volumes. This time the story mode is playable in co-op and has the ability to create your own character, something I'm sure fans of the series will be very happy about. Attack on Titan 2 is due for release on the 20th of March. Penny Punching Princess. Our final entry is also a bit of a cheeky one since it doesn't actually come out in March, at least not in North America. Our brothers across the pond have to wait until early April before they can get their hands on it, compared to the late March release in Europe. Penny Punching Princess presents a wacky concept like most NIS America games do, but at least this one is a basic concept. You are a princess who is a greedy little so-and-so wanting all of the cash in the world. Basically a female version of Wario. This isometric brawler definitely has some unique concepts we're eager to try out. Watching trailers, it all looks a bit mental as you bring out your money counter to bribe your way to success, or you could just use your fists to smash everything away. It looks weird, it sounds cool, and it may just have the right kind of therapeutic button mashing to make it worth a look. We're definitely excited to do a review on it. Penny Punching Princess is due for release on the 30th of March in Europe and the 3rd of April for North America. Okay guys, these are the 5 games that we're most interested and excited about coming out in March. As I'm sure you let us know which games that you are most excited about and which ones should we have added on the list. Let us know in the comments below. See you guys next time.